keep watching if you want to invest in some of the most profitable and undiscovered real estate market in Canada. But you don't have time to do your research, so here I am, spend hours to find some of the best market for you to check out and invest in. Hello everyone, my name is Chris and I'm a real estate investor. I do long distance real estate investing full time and I'm from Vancouver. Let me show you. Here are the 3 criteria that we focus on when we enter a new market for our own investments and for our partners' investment as well. The 3 things. Number 1 is how safe is a real estate market, right? Number 2, what is the entry point? How much do I have to spend to get in? And number 3, what is my ROI or return on investment annually? And I will not be sharing the name of the market that we're talking about today until the end of the video to make sure that we stay objective and focus on the number of the market instead of which market it is. Okay, so let's get started. First question answered, how safe is this market? Now, for market conditions, it is a very stable market up to 2020, consistently upward, but very slowly. So there was nothing crazy. In 2020, there was a huge surge of price because of COVID and the low interest rate. We don't count that. Populations and accessibility for this market, they have 78,000 in population, and there's a major economic hub about 1.5 hour drive away. Exitability, basically how easy it is for you to get out of the market if you decide to sell. Well, there is a very high demand for multi-family 2+ units in this market, but single family home is a little more tough. Connection and network is also another thing that is very important. Who do you know in the local market to help you get things done? Okay, so these are a few things to keep in mind. Personally, I would rate this about 7 out of 10 for safety, right? Which means it's solid, but don't get into single family home just yet because there's not a lot of demand for that here. All right, so let's talk entry point. Okay, with $30,000, you can actually buy a duplex in this market. And the average down payment that you see is around $60,000 for an average price of $270,000. If you have more money than that, with $200,000 to $400,000, you can actually buy an apartment building here with a decent amount of units. I'm talking 12 to 20 units. However, there's one thing to remember. The renovation cost and labor are dependent on project. It's a very busy market for renovation and it's tough to find people here, okay? Overall, I would rate this for entry point about 8 out of 10, which means it's quite easy to get in with not a lot of money. Now, let's talk about return on investment, one of the most important factors. For this market, when you compare rent to price per door, for price per door around $60,000 to $80,000 per unit, you can collect $700 to $1,100 a month in rent. And if you can buy property at $80,000 to $100,000 per unit, you can collect around $800 to $1,300 per month in rent, and your market appreciation is around 2 to 3%. This was before COVID, right? So no guarantee that moving forward it will be significantly more than 2 to 3%. So potential return on investment when you combine rent plus equity is around 7 to 10% annually, which is quite a decent market for return on investment. So I would rate this at around 7.5 to 10% compared to the rest of the market in Canada. Okay, so in summary, this market is very, very cash flow focused and it has enough supplies for you to be able to find the perfect BRRRR deals out there. It is very low entry point. Come on, you can get into a market with $30,000 in a real estate deal. That's amazing. It's not appropriate for buy and hold. I wouldn't expect any market appreciation here. Also, it's an unestablished appreciation market. The last 2 years was great. However, there's no proof that it will continue that way. So in overall, I would rate this market at 7.5 out of 10. And the name of this market is St. John, New Brunswick. Okay, well, anyways, hope that helped. Thank you for watching. Peace.